Alright, what's up, guys? So, apparently, black people react to all my videos. I don't know what's going on, but every time I do one of these reaction videos, it's black dudes. It's either because black people are dominating the current reaction YouTube game, or it's because black people love my videos, which, yes, black people do love my videos. That is a verified fact. But today's reaction is this dude. His YouTube channel is Flight Reacts, about 40,000 subscribers. And he's reacting to one of my older videos called Why I No Longer Hold the Door Open for Pretty Girls. And I stand by that video 1,000,000,000%. Even though a few butthurt little white knights are like, oh my god, he doesn't worship women and get stuck in the friend zone for all eternity. What a bad guy Chris is. Listen, we all know about the friend zone, okay? Even Vsauce, the YouTuber Vsauce, who has like 10 billion subscribers, did a video about the friend zone. The friend zone happens when you're so nice to a woman, her vagina dries up. You have to be a little bit of a dick to her. You're going to end up using your dick to have sex with her. You got to be a little bit of a dick in your original interactions. You can be a nice guy, but you got to have a little bit of an edge. So let's go ahead and react to this dude reacting to my video.
Okay, so I had somebody Instagram DM me. If you do not follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description. But he basically just showed me a link of this, and as soon as I seen what the title says, I was like, oh boy. Man, let's hear what this man got to say. Redfield Philosophy, the original video is down below in the description.
Why I no longer hold the door open for pretty girls. It's a sad, sad thing, you know, the death of chivalry. Even as feminism tries to convince and persuade men to save women, to put women on a pedestal, the truth is that feminism killed chivalry. The reason I no longer hold the door open for pretty women is that being kind to hot girls is, generally speaking, a liability. It's a liability in terms of trying to get laid. So the thing is that, on average, when you're nice to a pretty girl, she doesn't see, oh wow, look at this nice guy, he'll take care of me, he'll be nice to me, oh I love him. The average hot girl, when she sees a nice guy, all she sees is dollar bills, yo. dollar bills, yo.
25-year-old Jessica.
Hey, let's keep listening to him, man. He may be spitting some facts.
But instead of love,
Hold on
she
now.
wound up with
He may be spitting some
different.
facts.
Free dinners and lots of them. You were able to save something like $1,200 a month. Did anyone ever ask you to split the bill on that first date?
No, nobody ever did. Had someone said it to me, I probably would have said, okay, no problem. In my head,
Now,
I
this
would
is
have
his,
probably said,
this is
"Okay,
not my
that's
delay, by
not
the way,
very
if you guys are
traditional."
watching.
And, I think that a man should
But
really
this
pay
is
for
like
the
his
first
fact.
date. That's not very traditional, and, I think that a man should really pay for the first date.
Good manners make good first impressions. When Jack leaves the house with a lady, it's ladies first.
So when you're kind to the average hot girl, she just thinks, looks like a pushover nice guy who will buy my dinners, buy me gifts, pay for a roof over my head, etc. All the while, in a fucking instant, she'll bang the ruthless alpha male she met at the club who wouldn't pay for her or do anything for her. Look,
Yeah, and
just
some
left
people
some
be doing that shit.
restaurant, a vegan restaurant, and as I was walking out, a very pretty girl, beautiful, just a beautiful, lovely gem of a woman, was coming in from the outside, walking in as I was walking out. So I got to the door first, I push it open. Normally what I would do this to any man. I would do this to like an old woman. I would do this to a not so pretty girl. What I normally do is when I open the door, I would hold it open until she got to the door, and then she can grab the door and walk in herself. That's the normal, courteous, kind thing that people do. The problem is that she was pretty. And so what I didn't do this time, when I opened the door, I just let go of the door. I didn't wait an extra second holding it open. I let go of the door and I turned and I fucking kept walking. In other words, the door closed behind me and she had to grab it again, even though she was only about a second behind me. And you know, it's sad. You know, it really is sad, but it seems the average hot girl, she can't control her impulses. When she sees a nice guy, she thinks, somebody who I can use and take advantage of. So I no longer hold the door open for pretty girls, because you know what? It makes my life harder. If I just want to have sex with a beautiful woman, okay, it makes my life harder to hold the door open and be kind to her, because you know what that tells her? It tells her, nice guy. I could probably use and manipulate this motherfucker for free shit and never give him sex. I'll just dangle the possibility of sex over his, you know, in front of him like a piece of cheese in front of a mouse. And I'll have him on the fucking mouse wheel chasing after me in perpetuity. So it's sad that pretty women are so self-centered and stuck up. That it's literally become a liability to be nice to them. Being kind and polite to the average pretty girl doesn't work. It doesn't work because she just sees a nice guy to manipulate. So, you know what? I'm sorry, pretty women all across the planet. I am so sorry, but I will no longer be holding the door open for you. I mean, I haven't been doing it for quite some time. You know, I'm sorry. It might seem like a douchebag thing to do, but do you want to know what douchebaggery is? Douchebaggery is women taking advantage of nice guys while dingling the slim possibility of sex in front of them like a fucking piece of cheese in front of a mouse on a mouse wheel.
I'm a traditional girl, and you know, to me, I feel like part of dating is if a guy wants to take me out, what's wrong with him taking me out to a dinner and me expecting for the bill to be paid?
Fuck you, lady.
I hate when they think like that, though. Low key, man. That shit be getting me mad, dog. Shit.
Better be
I've been in
making
all
you
types
mad.
of situations like that, dog. Hey, man, let me just spit you my thoughts about this. First of all, man, this guy is fucking entertaining as shit. You gotta go look through his channel, dog. He has so much controversy, dog. I might just watch one more video because, like, he's not afraid to say what he wants about women. I mean, not every girl, in my opinion, obviously is like that, like, just to be 100% real, but the chances are of you finding a woman like he was just talking about in this video is kind of high, especially with the way the generation is coming along, yo. So, but all along, man, I ain't gonna lie, this man ignorant, but it's funny as fuck and it's entertaining, dude. Comment down below, what is your thoughts and opinion? Do you hold the door open for no matter
Did
if
you
the
just
girl's
call me
pretty?
ignorant, bro?
All along, man, I ain't gonna lie, this man ignorant, but it's funny as fuck.
This man ignorant? What? Let me hear that again. I don't think I heard that right.
Woman like he was just talking about in this video is kind of high, especially with the generation is coming along, yo. So, but all along, man, I ain't gonna lie, this man ignorant, but it's funny as fuck and it's entertaining, dude. Comment.
Okay, so you agree with my video, but you say that I'm ignorant? Maybe I misheard you. Anyways, you didn't really react that much. You guys pretty much just rewatched my video, but I guess he'll add stuff to it, you know? The friend zone is a real phenomenon, and that's really what my video was about. It's about the friend zone. Okay? The friend zone is universally recognized now because probably all men who've ever tried to date a girl have been placed in the friend zone. Something happens when you lose that dicky kind of edge to your game that a woman's vagina dries up faster than if you just poured sand into it. I'm not even kidding. You know, maybe women like a little bit of a challenge. Or maybe the vagina is biologically hardwired to associate sexual arousal with a guy who's a little bit of a dick. I don't know what the fucking answer is. All I know is that the friend zone is real. It's been universally felt and experienced by men. And it's not like a bitterness thing. It's not like I'm just some butthurt, bitter virgin who's angry that I couldn't get with a girl. The reason I made that video and the reason why For the most part, I no longer hold the door open for pretty girls. You know, every once and again there might be an exception. I have to feel it out, you know. Some pretty women aren't total narcissistic dumb whores. But generally, yes, if I see a pretty girl, I'm not going to go out of my way to be kind to her, because all that tells her is I might be able to use this guy for free shit. And she ends up banging the alpha male ruthless douchebag that she just met at the club. And then she goes and she tells her little girlfriends about how the alpha male guy seduced her in 2 minutes and they had a one-night stand. And oh my God, his dick was so big and he fucking fucked me so hard it was like 50 Shades of Grey. Whatever, I don't know. The point is the friend zone is real, and all I'm doing is adapting to the modern dating game, okay? The modern dating game is a different kind of dating game. We don't live in this chivalry kind of world where you gotta hold her hand and just be kind to her and, you know, do everything she wants and she's gonna spread her legs. This isn't the Shakespearean days where you just hang outside the girl's balcony and you compliment her beauty and she said, "Come fuck me." We don't live in that world anymore. If we did, then I would adapt accordingly in order to get laid. If we did live in that world, I would adopt the Shakespearean chivalrous approach. But in a 50 Shades of Grey world where women really like sort of alpha aggressive men who treat them like trash, I'm sorry, I want to have sex with pretty women. And you have to adapt accordingly. So, you know, it's not about being bitter. It's about understanding the dating game and adapting accordingly. The friend zone is a real phenomenon, and you have to understand it. You have to have a little bit of an edge in your game. You got to be just a little bit of a dick, so she knows that you're just not some pathetic loser who's going to try to buy her vagina with gifts and free dinners. And you know what? I think that's kind of cool. I think it's kind of good that women, by the standards that they set in the dating game, can determine how men act. Now, some people might say, oh, but if you're just mindlessly chasing what women want, then, you know, what happens to stand? I mean, women so often nowadays, they like these clownish kind of guys. These clownish kind of guys who just dance and entertain them with jokes and are silly. Meanwhile, the nerdy guy who fucking's a nuclear scientist and pioneers all the technology that we have and take for granted, that guy is the nerdy guy with no sex appeal who isn't getting laid. So, but, you know, nonetheless, things are not black and white. You have, here, let me, well, fuck that, I won't do that. The point is, things are not black and white, okay? We live in a competitive world comprised of individual humans in a vast, complex dating game. And these never-ending pressures to adapt and evolve and maybe, you know, change your gaming style a little bit so that you're a little bit more of a dick in order to appeal to the women, because right now women want really masculine, aggressive men. Maybe that's just a reaction to the neutered feminist age that we're coming out of. And maybe women are like, wow, we need to stop rewarding men for being little pansy, limp dick bastards. Maybe it's time that men become more alpha and aggressive and masculine and not give a fuck what the woman thinks. And that's sort of the paradox. Whereas while the reason I no longer hold the door open for pretty girls is because I'm trying to get in their pants, paradoxically, the fact that I'm doing it to get a woman's approval is actually making me more masculine, more alpha, if you would. Even though I'm still trying to get her approval. It's a weird thing. And to me, that's just proof that men and women, we are collaborators in the pursuit of a better world. It's not, oh, men should just ignore women and women should just ignore men. We work together. Okay, we are integral parts of each other. Anyways, YouTube puts a 15-minute time limit on my channel. I'm out of time. Thanks for watching, guys.
Fight back against YouTube censorship by supporting me on Patreon. You'll also get access to exclusive, never-before-seen videos and other perks like monthly Google Hangouts with me, free books and t-shirts, and more.